Good morning. I am Dr.R.Jayaram. After the innovation of artificial intelligence and the adoption of the same, the change is taking place in the technical field very fast. Millions and millions of current jobs will vanish within the next 5 years period. Millions and millions of new technical jobs will emerge. That is the first change is taking place in the technical field. It is not that the change is taking place only in the technical field. The change is taking place in the non-technical fields also. That is, the changes are taking place in the leadership models. The changes are taking place, the leadership styles and managerial functions. That is very important. The traditional leadership model were built for a different era. The hierarchical top-down approach was working when the decisions were centralized. The decision-making was done at the board level and the information flow was very slow and scarce. And the change was at a predictable pace. Now, the situation is different. The market condition is changing over the night. Technological changes are taking place very fast. Information flow is very easy, freely available. And because of that, the shop floor engineers, junior level engineers are well informed. They are capable of taking decisions. They have many ideas. Their perspective, their opinions are very important. Therefore, nowadays, the decisions are taken at the shop floor level also. Even in the listening meetings, even in the all-hands meetings, which are taking place on day-to-day basis at the floor level, new ideas are coming. The decisions are being taken, approved later by the board. Therefore, the decision-making is taking place even at the floor level. That is why it is very important. That is what I want to call that empathy. That is a cognitive empathy. Emotional empathy means understanding the emotions and feelings of other people. Cognitive empathy means understanding the perspectives, understanding the opinions of other people. That is very important. In those days, authority and orders were flowing from the top in the organizational ladders. Top down to bottom, authority was changing. Now, the authority-based leadership will not work. We need empathy-driven leadership because authority may create compliance, but empathy will create commitment. That is very important today. Now, many suggestions were given to the technological staff to have continuous learning, to develop a mindset for continuous learning of technical skills, and also to learn emotional intelligence skills, emotional competencies, that is the soft skills, various soft skills. Then only they will get success in the organization. It is the advice given to them. Now here, what is the role of the leaders? What is the role of the organization? The managers, HRD managers. It is their duty to provide facilities for their employees to develop new skills, to learn continuously the new skills, for continuous learning, and also learning the soft skills, emotional intelligence skills. The technical employees should learn. The leaders, middle-level managers, top-level managers should facilitate the continuous learning of technical skills by the technical staff and also the emotional intelligence skills. That is very important. Therefore, the leadership model is changing. Now their function is like a mentor. They are mentoring. The mentor is helping the mentees. The mentor is getting satisfaction. The mentee is improving their technology skills and the organization is benefited. That is very important. Then again, development. The manager's role is developing the employees. That is very important thing at the present. Then what about the motivation? Most of the employees working at present have already satisfied their physiological needs, that the basic needs, as per the Abraham Maslow's hierarchical need theory, if you follow, the basic needs are already satisfied. Food, drugs, shelter, safety and security, love, belongingness, everything is satisfied. Now where they are? Now they have to satisfy their own esteem, self-esteem. Many of them are at the level of satisfying self-esteem. Then organization should help them to achieve their motivation of self-esteem. They have to satisfy the self-esteem needs. The next is the self-actualization. How many corporate employees are achieving the self-actualization, are reaching the level of self-actualization? Cinefield actors, singers, sportsmen are achieving the self-actualization. How many corporate leaders, how many corporate employees have achieved the self-actualization level? Now it is the time for the leadership of the organization and authority managers to help the employees to achieve the level of self-esteem and achieve the level of self-actualization. That is very important, I want to say. Next level is the communication and relationship management. Now, authority managers and the leaders should help the employees for better communication by the employees among themselves. When I talk about the communication, here I am not going to talk about the clarity of the communication, concise of the communication. That is a simple thing. I am going to bring Eric Berne here, the Canada-born psychologist. Eric Berne has given the theory of transactional analysis. I will give you a separate video for the transactional analysis. That is the communication, importance of communication. If one member asks a question from the adult ego state and expect a reply from the adult ego state, if it comes like that, from the adult to adult ego state, the communication is complementary, it's a parallel. Then there is no friction. The employee will be happy. But unexpected ego state, then there is a crossing communication, they call it. That is a cross transaction, it is called. And also, there may be ulterior transaction, ulterior communication system. This all will help the friction, conflict among the members, team members. It is for the leaders, it is for the authority managers to see the communication is always complementary. The communication is always harmonious. Then only there will be team unity. Team coherence is very important. Many people will come and join, but the team unity is very important. The team coherence is very important. Every team member should understand their own feelings and emotions and behaviors, and also understand the emotions and feelings of other members. Then only the relationship among the team members will be very cordial, very harmonious. Then only the output will be very successful. The empathetic approach will be there. They will empathize. If such situation is created, the conflict will not take place. There will be less number of conflict. Even if it takes place, there will be conflict tolerance. That is very important. Now the change management is very important. We are telling the technology staff should adopt the changes, but it is for the organization to help them to adopt the changes. They have to teach them adaptability, flexibility, Self-confidence. Many of the technology staff are using the self-confidence now. It is for the leadership. It is for the leaders, the managers, to develop confidence in the mind of the technological staff. Self-confidence is very important. The leaders should help. The authority managers should help the employees, every employees, to learn, to understand and recognize their own emotions and feelings, and also understand the emotions and feelings of other people. I want to tell, the functions of leadership is changing. The style of leadership is changing. Therefore, another important thing is employees cannot work under stress condition all the time. They cannot work with the frustration and the depression. The frustration should be removed. Resilience, that is very important. The ability of resilience. Resilience means bounce back as early as possible from the stressful condition. Because nobody can live in the stressful condition and worried conditions, frustration and depression for a long time. It will affect their performance. It will affect their health. And therefore, they should come back, they bounce back to the original condition. That is, they have to develop the capacity of resilience, for which the leaders should help. That is very important. Next important function I want to tell. The leadership is about serving. The effective leader will not glorify his own achievements. He will not glorify his own degrees, certificates, positions. Because in organization, there is no solo wins. Therefore, the managers should lift the team members. The leaders should help the team members to achieve their potentials, use their potentials effectively. The leaders should create a conditions wherein the members can work effectively and achieve the organizational goals and also achieve their own personal goals, personal ambitions. The change is taking place not only in the technical field, the change is taking place in the leadership models, leadership functions, leadership styles. Therefore, I suggest to all the young leaders, business leaders in the organizations, and also the business management students in the colleges, to understand the changes, understand the new models. That is, in future, they are going to function as a mentor, they are going to function as a developers, they are going to function as a servicing people. Will again I tell you, authority will bring or create only compliance, but empathy will create commitment. Every employee should make a commitment. Every employee should work with full confidence. The fear of losing the job every day should be removed from their mind. Then only they will work. Now it is there. Worries, fear, frustration, depression, anxiety. All the emotions are now occupied in the mind of the technical staff today. It is the duty of the leaders. It is the duty of the organizational leaders. It is the duty of the HR managers to remove all these fears in their mind. It is the duty of the organization to develop their employees, to train their employees to meet the future technological changes. They have not always advised, they have not always attempted to bring new people to the organization. They have to train the existing people. That kind of assurance should be given to the employees, then only their performance will be successful. That type of leadership model is required now. That is what I suggest. Thank you very much.